Hi Harleigh.
Hi Malaika.
Hi everyone. Welcome back to Sonder and Salt, the weekly podcast about the magic of eating.
Hi.
Hi. If you are listening to this podcast and you love us as much as we love you guys, then please go ahead and leave us a review. You can click on the star rating on Spotify, and that will allow you to leave a 5-star rating for this podcast. And if you're on Apple, you can leave a written review in depth telling everybody how much you love us and how much you love this podcast. And for everyone that has also done that, thank you very much. Really appreciate it.
You can also support this podcast. We are now on buymeacoffee.com. So
Yes.
you can visit buymeacoffee.com/Sonder and Salt, where you can actually buy us a herbal tea.
Yes.
That helps us power through the long edit sessions.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully will give us the resource to expand the team and make you even better content. So help us help you have a better podcast experience. And thank you in advance for your support, but also thank you to people who have donated so far, because it is very, very, very appreciated.
We appreciate it. So what is your food highlight of this week, Harleigh?
My food highlight of the week is actually a little bit of a fake one.
Okay.
Because I only tried this thing, but I absolutely loved it, and now I know I have to go back, and I've wanted to have it for a long time, and it is the cinnamon roll from Buns from Home.
Oh, okay. I see people talk about them.
I have wanted to try this for absolutely
Yeah.
ages. So it's a bakery chain that started in the pandemic. They're actually just amazing. They just do all these, I don't want to just say cinnamon buns, pastries,
Yeah.
but mostly buns. They do like a chocolate, pistachio, they do
And
specials.
they do a cheesecake one, right?
Maybe, I don't even know, because they also have like monthly specials. So at
Yeah.
one point, or one of the branches has a matcha one, which obviously I need, but it was like a summer special or something like that. So we had some in the office. So I tried a piece of it and I was like, right, now I've got a taste for it.
Yeah.
I'm going to need that in my life. And I am actually going to Notting Hill. There's a branch in Notting Hill. I'm going to Notting Hill next weekend for a run. But anyway, I'm sure after I've burned off those calories, I can scoff them back in my mouth with Buns from Home. So yeah, a little bit of a kind of had it, kind of didn't.
Yeah.
But something that's living rent free in my mind is that pastry.
Okay. Lovely.
Gluten bomb, sorry.
No problem. Did you ever try? Because it kind of, what I've seen of them reminds me of the donuts from Rinkoff Bakery. Have you ever tried them?
No, I haven't.
When I used to work, wherever I used to work, they used to be a supplier, Rinkoff Donuts.
Right.
And they were like, I'm pretty sure they were like croissant donuts or something.
Croffins or
Yeah,
cronuts
cronuts.
or
But those were really good.
The pastry is like that, so it's not a cinnamon roll like a Cinnabon. Cinnabon
Yeah.
is like fluffy dough, like a sweet dough, and it's not that. It's definitely like a laminated pastry.
Yeah.
But it was bloody good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Okay, cool. I'll give it a try when I've got capacity in my stomach.
For the
For a bit of
gluten.
gluten.
What's your week been saying?
My food highlight of the week is actually Wingstop.
Oh.
Yeah, so right. Wingstop for me, I don't love it.
Okay.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it. And I think for the price point, I do think the price point is a bit high, especially from London, where you can get chicken and chips. I find Wingstop wings generally to be a bit small, a bit on the skinny side. And also, when I did have them, and there was a whole lemon pepper craze, etc., I found them underwhelming. Garlic parmesan was okay. It was okay. Even when I went to New York and I had it, I was just like, yeah, it's okay. But it didn't necessarily blow me away. But I was near a Wingstop the other day and I felt like chicken wings and salad.
Okay.
And I felt like some kind of grilled chicken wings. And the problem in London is if you go to a chicken shop, it's always going to be fried. Or you're forced to go to Nando's.
Or like a Turkish place.
Yeah,
like
exactly. So I thought, let me just get some wings from Wingstop. And I tried, so when I went to New York last year, there was a couple of times where we had to just order food and we ordered Wingstop. And I ordered the Louisiana rub.
Right.
Flavour, and I really liked it.
What kind of flavour profile is Louisiana rub?
So it says Louisiana rub is a crispy dry rub with a hint of garlic plus some deep South Cajun love. So it's like a Cajun spiced type. Yeah, it's basically Cajun flavour. So you've got like paprika, garlic, onion, probably like celery salt.
All the good spices we spoke about last week.
Exactly, all of that good stuff. And I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed it much more than like the lemon pepper. So I ordered that, and then I also tried a new one. It's the Brazilian citrus pepper.
Okay.
And that is like almost like spicy lemon pepper, I would say. I guess it's like if you were to have almost like lemon and herb type. Yeah.
I liked Wingstop. I've only ever had it in London. I had it twice from the one at Shaftesbury Avenue, which was their like flagship, I guess,
think so,
like their
yeah.
main one that they first opened. For anyone who doesn't know, Wingstop is literally a chicken wing chain, but it's a partnership of Rick Ross.
Yeah.
And is Drake involved, or
I
did Drake
don't
just
know,
do
but
the
I know it
song?
was Rick Ross. I think he just done the
Done
song.
the song.
Yeah.
Well, it's a musician endorsed
Yeah.
fast food chain, but I thought it was good enough the first time to consider it in my mind for the next time I was in the area.
Yeah.
But I can't say I'll be leaving my house to go and get it.
Yeah, I wouldn't go out, but I actually did when I was not big, when I was doing my thing on YouTube, and YouTube was big in my life. I was never big on YouTube. I actually did like a taste testing.
Okay.
And I decided that Wingstop was kind of overrated. Like, it was okay.
You're right though, they're small.
Yeah, the wings themselves
are
quite
small,
and it's not cheap. But yeah, the Brazilian citrus pepper, it says zesty citrus and piri piri peppers. Those two, I like a dry rub on my chicken. That's what I've realised. I tend to, if you follow me on Instagram, I have a lot of like dry rubs on my chicken in the oven, etc. So I enjoyed those two flavours. It was tasty. It was a bit moreish. If I went back to Wingstop, that's what I would order
That you would
again.
get.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I'm thinking now the wings that were my highlight a good few weeks ago of Wingman's. They're chunky boys.
Yeah, I like
chunky boys.
You know, like when the
and
chicken,
Randy's
mini chicken wing leg. That's what I call it. The mini leg. Yeah. Oh, wait.
The
Are you
drum.
Drums or flats? Because people are always having this argument online. Drums or flats, Harleigh?
I don't discriminate, but probably flat.
Really?
Yeah. I like skin.
Okay.
And obviously, like sometimes the drum, it doesn't have skin on it.
Yeah,
And I like crispy chicken skin. So flat for me.
I used to say I like the chicken wing leg.
The drum.
Yeah.
Why? Can you just said drums or flats and now your answer is chicken wing legs.
Yeah, because that's what I used to call it, the chicken wing leg.
How can it be?
Because it looked like a little mini chicken wing leg. But I think for me to have a really... excuse me. For me to have a really well-rounded experience with chicken wings, I need both.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Okay.
Yeah, because the wing leg has got chunky bits on it, you know, the little thigh. I'm joking. I'm joking.
If anybody has any suggestions for new podcast hosts, please slide into my DM.
Just kidding. So what are we talking about today?
Lemon and other fruits.
Oh yeah, we're talking about fruits. Literally fruits.
We're just talking about fruits today.
Yeah, fruits that we love, fruits that we don't quite love.
Well, we say we're just talking about fruits. We're not just talking about fruits.
Yeah.
Malaika pissed some people off.
The mango, yeah.
No, the fruit on a bone.
Yeah, it was the mango.
The mango, yeah.
The mango.
You upset some people.
I did. I don't really know why people are getting upset.
You really did get the people going.
A few feathers.
A few boneless feathers. Chicken wing leg feather wings.
Right, guys, I just want to say.
Go on.
I'm well aware that fruits do not have bones. I don't want to brag. I've got 2 degrees. I think I know that fruits don't have bones. However, if you're new here, it might become a bit of a surprise that I like to say what I like to say.
Yeah.
And I just like to say my things my way. So I don't like fruit on the bone. Yeah, stand by it.
Obviously, you were joking.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it was just a
I think
phrase.
some people thought I was being serious.
But, like, really? People really thought that...
Yeah,
they were mad. They were furious.
Yeah.
But they just took it so personally. They were
did.
like, how could she say fruit in the bone? Does she not realise that bones don't have fruits? How lazy can she be?
Yeah.
Can she not... It was insane.
It's not that I'm going around only eating pre-cut fruit. If I'm eating fruit, which is what I actually said...
Yeah.
It's your preference. I'm not going to eat it on the bone. So if I have an apple...
You cut it
off.
off.
It has to be decored and sliced out. I'm not going to bite into an apple or anything like that. So I'm not going to bite into a mango. I'm just not going to do it. I like it sliced. I like it off the bone.
Well, based off the back of that conversation,
Yes.
we thought, you know what, let's just talk about some fruit. On the bone, off the bone. Sauteed.
Pan
fried. Sauteed, dried, freeze-dried.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some fruit.
Okay.
So, I think it was a little bit clear in that clip. Mm-hmm. What is your favourite fruit?
My favourite fruit, of course, I'm not going to bang on because we've been here before. But it is mango.
It is.
I don't actually think I have a preference for the type of mango, and that probably stems from the fact that I don't eat it on the seed. I eat it sliced up, and I think there's obviously difference in the texture and the flavour.
Yeah.
But you experience that more when it is on a seed.
Yes.
And you're biting into it, whereas for me, the less stringy the better, whatever kind of variety that is. I say by default, I love a Julie mango. can't confirm or deny, I just love a mango. And when I was younger and I'd go to Jamaica, they would pick mangoes off different trees and they would tell me what variety it was.
Yeah.
And it didn't matter. I just wanted the mango. As long as it wasn't overripe and too stringy, I really wasn't bothered.
I love mango.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would go as far as to say it was my favourite fruit just because of the frequency that I get them well ripened.
Yeah.
I feel like when you're put off having a fruit and you can never get it good, kind of puts you off of it. And I don't buy the unboned M&S box one that much. I love a mango on the bone. I have so many childhood memories of being given a knife and a mango and that's it. And score it down the quarters and peel back the skin. So almost like peeling like a banana. And then holding from the bottom and eating the mango off the seed. That is my favourite thing. All the way down to the seed. I sent you a picture of the mango that I was eating the other day.
I've got trauma from having mango hair.
Oh my God,
in my teeth.
love it.
Can't stand it.
I love it. I don't love getting the mango hair stuck in my teeth, but that is my preference of mango.
Yeah.
That like mango that you always pull.
Yeah.
Like you pull the flesh off of this little hairy seed. Oh, I love it.
Do you know what else I've realised as well? From looking at a picture of somebody eating a mango. I really have a thing about sauce on my hands.
Right.
That's why I don't like burgers, I've realised, because anything that starts dripping
in your hands.
The other day I was, I think I was eating Ethiopian food, and obviously you
kind of pick it up.
You have it with your hands. And this is the same thing with me and like eating Efariro. I only want to eat with my first two fingers.
Right.
I don't want it all over my hands. So I think mango, between the hairs in my teeth and the juices running down my hands,
It's got to be off the bone.
It's too much for me. Yeah.
I love it. I think another fruit that comes in that kind of form that I don't think I've ever actually had in that style is guava. So I love guava, and I imagine based on how it looks in the skin, you can just do it the same way, like score it and peel it, right?
I think it depends on which kind, because I bought white guava the other day, and the skin itself is actually quite thin.
Oh.
It's like you'd be able to peel it almost like, not even like a kiwi. You could
really?
Actually eat the skin.
Probably.
Yeah,
okay.
But maybe like green guava.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. With
different.
the pink flesh.
Yeah.
The pinky coral flesh. I love guava. I don't know if it's my favourite fruit. I don't know if I have a favourite fruit. I don't know if I'm going to have an answer to that question. I love fruit though.
Yeah.
I like sweet fruit. I like slightly underripe fruit in some cases.
Okay, like
because I like my fruit to be firm.
Okay.
So like mangoes, obviously I want them to be really ripe, but there comes a point when in the really ripeness,
it's
too much.
Yeah,
it's gone over. I can't. My dad can eat anything.
Really?
Even like soursop when it's too custard apple.
Yeah.
When it's too like smush.
Yeah.
If my thumb could go through the fruit off the fruit bowl,
Sounds awful.
I know. I literally it makes me want to vomit. Bananas, I like them quite green.
Okay.
Like mostly yellow, but when they start growing freckles, you got 10 hours left in you.
Really?
Yeah, I like my bananas to be really firm, even a little bit green. I'll buy the bananas in the supermarket mostly green and let them like ripen off.
Bananas, they're not a bit of me.
No?
And I think I've said this on the podcast before. It is my top food that I hate. And there's very specific ways, because I understand the health benefits of bananas. I've kind of trained myself to incorporate them into my diet. Yeah. But it's in very, very specific ways.
Smoothies and banana fritters.
Yeah.
With peanut butter.
Yeah, and the banana fritter has to have almond essence in it. Yeah. Banana cake, it has to have almond essence in it. So there's very specific ways I can eat, but bananas I do not like. Did you know that bananas originally had seeds in them?
Would that have made you like them anymore?
I think it makes me so uncomfortable. The idea that bananas had seeds, I hate it.
But I feel like they still do have seeds.
They do, but like actual visible big round black seeds that
crazy.
You would have to like remove. If you slice a banana in half, you
can
like
see... a kiwi seed?
No. Bigger than that. Like an actual visible big seed that you wouldn't be able to consume, but they were cultivated in a way that would allow people to just eat the banana whole.
Interesting.
It's horrible.
Oh yeah.
It is horrible. It's a nightmare. I hate it. Oh my God, it makes me so uncomfortable.
So these bananas do still exist. They're just wild bananas.
Gosh, get rid of them.
So I'm on Google right now. If you type in...
I think that is like the original.
Yeah, so if you type in wild seeded banana...
It's horrible.
Oh my God.
It is scary. I hate it.
Oh my God.
I really hate it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's grim. I don't like that at all.
So the banana we have...
I'm so glad. Thank you to whoever decided to cross-pollinate and breed that thing, because... Okay, so...
I don't think that was cross-pollination.
Banana we have is a commercial...
They,
commercial banana, Cavendish. And that seed, the one with the black banana, is Musa acuminata, wild banana. That's grim. I couldn't eat that.
It's horrible. Sounds horrible. Another thing that has been cultivated in a particular way for mass consumption is sweet corn. But that's probably a conversation for another day. But the sweet corn that we eat today derives from like wild grass. And then it was over years, it was, the word that comes to mind is like cultivated to be like the sweet corn on the cob that we have now.
So sweet corn
in the tin.
But it grew on a kernel and they cut it off.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were telling me that it grows like grass and you just put it out of the ground or something.
No, like actual, like where the roots of like corn on the cob.
Right, yes.
From,
okay.
Like, grass.
I understand.
Basically.
Yeah, but that makes sense. That's how it grows. Like,
but I mean, like in terms of how the bananas we have today, the journey that they've been on is like sweet corn. Yeah.
Anyway, we digress.
Yeah.
I like bananas a little bit green with no seeds.
I just don't like bananas. Really.
No
I
seeds.
can do without them.
Another seedy conversation.
Yeah.
That we have a difference of opinion on is raspberries.
And
blackberries and any of those kind of like little seedy berry.
Blueberries is the one that I have time for. Blueberries.
Blueberries that are actually green inside.
Yeah, whatever.
Weird little berry. But raspberries and blackberries I love. And I love when you buy, and you're going to flipping hate this, I love buying the mixed bag of frozen like forest fruits and making smoothies out of them. Because, well, I don't love it but it's just full of the seeds.
Nightmare.
Your face actually looks upset.
Yeah, because I can literally.
I love berries
feel it in my
and
tea.
Strawberries.
I do like strawberries.
They don't have really seeds.
I only buy strawberries. Strawberries is one of those things, and I don't know why it is, that when they're not in season, they're so whack.
This is a great time for strawberries right now.
Strawberries in season.
May, June,
I guess
July.
it's like tomatoes, but most things taste their best when they're in season. But strawberries are one thing that out of season, I don't even know where
they come from.
Yeah, where do they come from?
Where do they come from?
Like nothingness.
And you tried those fancy M&S ones, didn't you, a few episodes ago?
Didn't bang. I was saying inconsistent. One or two did, but for the most part, the packet didn't. But I do like strawberries in the summertime, but I wouldn't necessarily say it's like one that I love. Something that I love is oranges.
Okay.
I love oranges. My mum used to get like the bag of oranges from Costco. I think those were navel oranges.
You can tell because the actual top of the thing looks like an innie belly button.
Exactly, yeah. They were navel oranges. And the skin is not too thick.
No.
And when you cut into it, I just found them so juicy.
They are.
And they didn't have too much, I think it's like pith.
The white
stuff and like the actual...
segments.
Yeah, because I want to say skin, but I don't know what the word is. I don't know.
No, that's segmentation basically. Yeah,
those bits. It's almost like rind or whatever it is. It's not too thick. I like navel oranges or Valencia oranges, but I think I tend to buy navel oranges in the UK, and I like Valencia oranges in like product. When it says that it's made with Valencia oranges. Yeah,
like Valencia orange juice.
Exactly. Yeah, like sorbet and that kind of thing. I do like that, but I love an orange.
I love an orange, and the best orange to bake with is actually blood orange, which is only in season for a very short time. Weirdly, I mean, I don't know weirdly, but I feel like it feels like a summer fruit, but it's not. It's like best in January.
Okay.
Or like the start of the year. I say that. The conversation around seasonal fruit is just one that we might have to do a deep dive on because the seasons are not where they used to be.
Do you know what as well though? We have to think about some of the fruit that we're consuming is actually not produced in the UK.
Oh, so no, of course not.
That the seasons all over the place.
The seasons all over the place. Yeah. But I still think that we do get the best of the fruit because I feel like the suppliers are going to want to buy it when it's at its seasonal best because of the pricing. But yeah, the fruits and seasons and all that, I don't know when we're going to get good strawberries because the strawberries are British. Yeah. But the winter has been so long. Yeah. So these strawberries might not come to Wimbledon might be strawberryless.
Or sometimes they even end up missing the season.
Yeah, missing the season.
Because the winter's been dragged out so much, they've missed the planting period.
Yeah. Or last year we had this shortage of something due to no workers.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of produce that was getting messed up. Yeah.
Because Brexit means Brexit. Anyway, another relatively generic fruit that I think couldn't really offend anybody is an apple.
Yeah, I love apples. I used to eat an apple a day. Keep the doctor away. No.
How did that work out for you?
I used to have an apple every morning. It was an easy fruit to buy, relatively cheap, and they seem to last like a good amount of time. But again, something that I can only have when it's cored and in slices.
My friend's brother, he just eats the apple with a knife. So he'll like slice a piece off, put it in his mouth. Slice a piece off. So when he's left, he'll have a core in his hand.
I have to cut it in half, So I cut it into quarters, and then I actually cut it into eighths and make sure that the middle, the core, is missing, and then I eat it as like apple wedges. So you see, if you ever go to McDonald's and get one of their apple and grape bags, that is how I eat my apples.
So why don't you core it? Do you not want to core it or get a core?
I just don't have. I think I probably do have a core. I just don't use it. I just cut it like that.
Because I feel like once I cut the core, so what I would do, if I'm making one of my favorite little healthy snacks, like apple and peanut, I again want the apple cut first. But I'll cut like around the core and leave like a fat slab in the middle, and then cut 2 skinny slices off the core on the other side. So I end up with a square core.
Okay.
I feel like if you slice through the core, does it not get annoying that you've got to cut it off every 8th?
No, because I slice through the core, so it's in half. Then I quarter it, cut the core out of the 4 quarters, and then cut it in half again. So that's how I like to. That's your preference. That's how I like to have it.
Fair enough.
What apple? What's your favorite kind of apple?
To munch, just often like a normal person, Golden Delicious.
Ooh.
I love me a green apple. Ooh. And then if I'm coring and slicing and snacking with peanut butter, if I'm juicing, my general go-to apple is a Granny Smith.
So you like tart apples?
Yes.
No, I don't like tart apples. I like things on the sweet side of life. I like the apples that are the best of both worlds kind of apples. I like when they're both green and red at the same time. So there's a bit of green, there's a bit of red on them. Because I find that it's got the crispness of a green apple. Yes. Red apples are too soft.
Red apples are soft.
I do not like red apples.
And also, why is inside rotten?
That's what it looks like.
The skin is crispy and the inside is rotten.
It's like mush. I don't like it.
Oh my goodness.
A green apple is too tart for me. So like the sweetness and the flavour of a red apple I think is nice. But the texture, the consistency, the crispness isn't there. So I like a red and green apple. So I love a Braeburn.
Oh, I see.
I love a Braeburn apple, and that's for like everyday eating. I tend to just buy Braeburns for like, if I want a snack.
Yeah.
And then I also love a Cox apple as well. I think they're really perfect. Red, green, mixed apple right down in the middle. Those are the apples that do it for me.
I think of down the middle apple for me. I'm not eating. I just Googled Red Delicious is the name of the...
Horrible apple. Do you know, it reminds me
horrible apple.
Little Red Riding Hood.
Yes, I was just going to say, what is the Snow White apple? What is that apple?
They're horrible.
Oh my God.
Apples.
It's a cartoon apple. I'm sorry. It's not for human consumption.
No.
But the one that I can tolerate, which is a little bit down the line, is the Pink Lady.
I cannot eat Pink Lady because there's too much tartness. That's probably why you like it. But I think we said this in the M&S
the juice
episode. I like Pink Lady juice.
The only reason I don't really buy them is because they are a branded apple.
They are.
So they are a bit more expensive. I can't be dealing with that. I'm sorry. I like my fruit basic.
Pink Ladies come from New Zealand, I think.
Really?
I think so.
I didn't know that.
I think that's where they're made. Did you know?
Go on. Christopher Columbus.
I know that there's over 2,500 different varieties of apple in the UK.
What?
Yeah.
But how many of them are for humans? Because I know some apples are like...
Not sure.
Not good,
Not
are
sure.
they?
Yeah, because there's only... when you go to the supermarket, there's probably like max
10?
6 to 10 that are actually on offer.
And even then, sometimes it's like... The bougie one is in like Waitrose Finest packet. And you get like 3.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
So...
There's Fuji, which is kind of like a red striped-ish looking apple.
I do like Fuji apples. Yeah, they tend to...
They look dry. They look unmoisturised.
Right.
They've always got dust in their cracks.
I like them. I was going to say in desserts, when I've had like a Fuji apple sorbet. I think I had that in New York, and that was nice. But I think Fuji apples kind of... To me, they're quite similar to Pink Lady.
Honey Crisp?
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Gala.
Yeah.
And Pizzazz.
Gala's okay. Gala is okay.
Okay, well,
yeah,
that's fine. Pretty generic.
Yeah, Gala apples, they've got a bit too much red DNA in them, and it shows up in the texture. So I don't really love them. Yeah,
I hear it.
Yeah.
Other fruits that I don't really love. Take a little turn for a minute. I've said before I don't really like a papaya.
Yeah, I'm not really.
I don't really like kumquat.
Kumquat.
Yeah.
Is there another like nickname for that? Yeah. There's another name for this.
Something berry or something.
Persimmon. No.
Yeah, permison.
Permison.
Permison. Yeah. I don't really like those. I think they're too bitter. They're not a sweet fruit to me. Yeah. Same with, I think they're called like Sharon fruit.
Sharon fruit, yeah.
They're little tomato-looking things.
Yeah.
Don't really love those. My parents absolutely love all 3 of those fruits.
Sharon fruit. Sharon fruit is a persimmon.
Oh, Sharon fruit
Sharon
is a persimmon.
fruit is a persimmon, yeah.
So which one is the kumquat?
Kumquat, there's one that is like...
It's like tiny little orange grapes.
Yeah, kumquats look like mini oranges with skin. Like they look
like
got
long, but they're
skin.
oval.
Yeah. I don't like the sound of the way that
they're
looks.
not nice. They're bitter.
Yeah.
Bitter. Don't really love those. And I feel like no one loves... We were supposed to get this for a video that we were making at work ages ago. Durian, which apparently is like the stinkiest fruit in the world. Yeah. You can get it from Asian supermarkets, but often you have to order it and they'll get it in for you kind of thing, because I think it's quite expensive as well. I think it's about like £14 a fruit. What's the most you ever paid for a fruit?
So during the pandemic, I took a trip to Borough Market and I saw a pineapple. I cannot remember what the name of the pineapple was, but it sounded absolutely fantastic. And it was £15. And I bought it to try it.
And?
Do you know what? I have to be really honest. I was going through a bit of a hard time. And so my appetite wasn't quite there. And so I ended up eating it before it went off. And it tasted like a good, sweet pineapple. It was nice. £15 nice? Not sure. Was it the best pineapple I've ever had? Was it still
yellow? Was it regular? Because I know there's pink pineapples.
No, it was a normal. Okay. It was quite very golden.
Right.
And the smell was really, really nice. Like it smelled like a really, really ripe pineapple. I think I was going through some things, but I did pay £15 for a pineapple. Yeah, I did. I was curious. The curiosity was killing me. They probably saw me coming from a mile off, to be honest.
Quickly wrote on the board.
Yeah.
1.5.
And I think it was supposed to be like a pineapple that came from South America.
It's Costa Rica is what I was going to say, yeah.
It wasn't Costa Rica, it was somewhere else. Don't know if it was like Brazil. I can't remember, but it was like...
So you said £50 in this pineapple and you don't even have memory of it?
I do. The whole experience was memorable, but I wouldn't say it was like... When I bought the expensive mango from M&S Collection one, I could taste
the difference.
Right. Whereas that pineapple was just like a very ripe pineapple.
Okay. Have you ever had pink pineapple?
I don't think I have. Have you?
No.
I want to try it.
But I'm scared that it's going to be like dragon fruit.
Oh, just underwhelming.
Yeah, all those like white strawberries.
I forgot that's a fruit that I don't like.
Yeah, we just spoke about that one, dragon fruit. I am a bit dubious about some of those funky fruits, those like funky collaboration fruits. One thing that I did try that I really enjoyed was the candy floss grapes.
Okay, I've never tried that, but I'm not opposed to any of that kind of fruit and that kind of thing. I actually like those kinds of things. I know it's human intervention and blah 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 blah. But I think I've told this story before about when I was growing stuff in my garden.
And you made it, yeah.
And I made a courgette.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I just feel like some things can happen naturally. Some things definitely is scientific, but it's a whole industry. And there's people that like study for those kinds of things, and they can then make the sweetest tomato, or they can like hone in on certain aspects of a vegetable to really bring about a particular flavour.
Because suppliers, well, not even suppliers, food scientists.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like have that job, and they have it for particular brands and particular like service sectors. So I can imagine like the fast food chains do have particular varieties of potato that they go to for their chips and like tomatoes for their burgers and whatever, the same way that I guess the top line ingredients that we would think of, like the beef or the chicken, that they have that, but it will go all the way down to literally the potato that they're using to make their chips from.
Facts.
So, and I think when there was, I think there still is an oil crisis, or when there was some kind of oil crisis and there was questions about how we're going to get all of our fast food fried into the same consistency, because what were they were selling?
Rapeseed instead of sunflower.
Yeah,
and there is a significant taste
difference
between rapeseed and sunflower.
Plantain. Do you feel the same way about plantain as you do about bananas?
I don't. I love plantain, but I do not like overripe plantain. So the plantain for me, nope, it can't be too soft. It needs to be... Absolutely not. It needs to be... When it's in the pan, it can't be shriveled up and looking like it's sucking up all the oil. I like my plantain slanted.
Yes.
I like it cut slanted, and it needs to look firm, but when I eat it, it has the sweetness of a ripe plantain, but it needs to look firm. It can't look dry.
Yeah.
But it needs to look like it's not as ripe as it really is. That's how
I actually have just changed my mind. I don't discriminate against my shape of plantain.
You're running around here saying discriminate, and when I'm saying that, my own things.
Yeah, but no, everyone knows about discriminise because rappers say it. No one else is out there saying fruit on a bone.
Right, okay. Anyway.
I don't discriminise about my shape of plantain. I will discriminise against what you've just said, the ripeness. Because I think when you go for that slanted cut of a good plantain, you can get away with it being too ripe because it's a bigger thing. But sometimes I like to go in perfect rounds. So you have to kind of cut.
I hate that.
You have to cut with the curve of the banana.
I hate that.
And that I like to be firm because it's just not firm, but perfectly balanced. Because
the £1 coin plantain.
I love the £1 coin plantain. I love it.
Nightmare.
And then do you know what my dad will even do? Fingers.
Yeah, forget it. I do not like. What is that?
I don't know how he managed to do that.
So what are fingers?
So like
plantain fries?
Not quite. Like slice the banana, slice the plantain, the complete length of itself, so it's open with the tiny seeds.
Yeah.
And then again.
Right, doesn't sound like a bit of me.
No.
It either needs to be slanted.
It's like flat rectangles.
Nope. No, it either needs to be slanted or it needs to be cubed up. Like if you were to have like kelewele, which is that Ghanaian plantain dish. It's like seasoned, spiced plantain, and I think they also put peanuts in it, but it's like cubed plantain.
You have my attention.
Yeah, you never had kelewele before?
No.
I really enjoy it. I can have that cubed up, but generally my plantain needs to be slanted.
And I like plantain in just like chunks when it's boiled.
Oh, okay, like with hard food.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But like, I don't know, a plantain Yeah, plantain's a fruit.
Oh, okay,
sorry, that's why we're discussing it.
Do you know what? Plantain is a plantain. Too.
Yeah.
I didn't think about it in that way. Yeah.
Maybe like cut a plantain into 3, that kind of chunk for it to be boiled. So not too big, not too small.
With the skin on, basically. Or the skin is. Yeah, you boil it with the skin on, don't you? Do you? Or don't you?
I don't know. Daddy does it.
Okay.
How you make a matoke?
Matoke, yeah. Speaking of plantain being a fruit, did you know? I'm saying that makes me laugh. That
I will say.
That's how I feel. Did you know that tomato is actually the #1 produced fruit because we don't see it as a fruit, we see it as a salad item or a vegetable. But tomato is actually like the most produced and cultivated fruit.
Burgers.
Yeah, exactly.
Salsas.
Yeah.
Pan tomate.
Tin tomatoes.
English breakfast.
Yeah. But
that bad boy's everywhere.
I'm telling you.
Tomato puree, curry, masala, base.
Tomatoes. And then after tomatoes, in terms of actual like what is considered fruit, banana is the #1 eaten fruit in the world.
In the world?
Yeah. According to the internet, don't come for me.
But no, I believe that.
But banana,
I believe that.
We eat like millions of bananas a day.
And I feel like everyone eats bananas.
Yeah. But it's the Cavendish banana that we're
not the dodgy. Oh God, I don't even like thinking about that thing.
Uncomfortable.
More things that are fruits that you probably don't think are fruits. Olives.
I didn't actually know that. Didn't know that, but I do love an olive.
Olives are fruits because I think the distinction, I might be wrong here, is that fruits have seeds. So obviously olives are pitted, they're seeded. A fruit with a big seed, an avocado.
Oh yeah, that's a fruit.
Yeah. Which doesn't surprise me because Jamaicans call avocado pear.
Yeah.
So yes, a pear is also a fruit.
Yeah.
Fruit. So avocado is also a fruit.
I do love a pear though. On a side note,
regular pear, conference pear.
I like the pear that's got the almost like yellowish, reddish bottom.
I know the one you mean.
Yeah.
The one that's bottom heavy.
Yes.
Skinny top.
Thickums.
Yeah. Bit shiny.
Yeah.
I know the one.
I like that kind of pear, but generally, the pear with the dry skin.
Conference pear.
No.
I like her,
really?
But I like her to have a tiny bit of bite still left in her. See, once
too soft.
The pear, once my thumb could puncture the pear, it's a wrap.
Horrible.
And I have trauma from pears and apples, mainly pears and apples because I couldn't really do it with banana. Were my like in your lunch bag.
Yeah,
food.
yeah.
And apples, cool, could survive anything. If I'd found a bruise, I'd probably just eat around it or bite it out and throw it away, like throw the bruised bite away. But pears. Once that pear's been kicking around your school bag for half a day.
And it's got dents in it.
So once I start to pack my own lunches, I'd either wrap the pear in foil, which would just help a bit, or I just have to like put the pear on the top of the bag or put it in my blazer pocket even, just to give this pear some protection. Because if they're ripe, they puncture so easily.
And it's not nice.
That's the end of it for me. Sorry, I'm not eating a punctured pear.
Yeah. But I do that. I'd love a poached pear. I think we've spoken about that.
Oh yeah, so how we actually like to enjoy the fruit. We've mainly spoken about just eating them as fruit. Yeah. We have discussed banana fritters on a previous episode, the banana with the ricotta hotcakes and pancakes, and other ways that we like to enjoy apple crumble, for example, and things like that. But poached pear, that was one of your food highlights once upon a time, I believe. It was
back in January.
I love a poached pear.
My cousin, we were having like red label wine, poached pear. Back in January in the new year. I'm actually looking on the shelf, you've got Motherland there, and I know that Melissa in her book has got, I think it's a sorrel or like hibiscus poached pear. But
That's gonna shiver down me.
Yeah, I do love a poached pear. I know some people have an issue with cooked fruit. I think it depends on how it's cooked, what it's been had with. Sorry.
I think people's issue with cooked fruit is actually about the fruit still being hot, which a poached pear doesn't have to be.
I loved it when it was warm with ice cream.
Slightly warm, but it doesn't have to be hot like an apple crumble or something like that. But I agree, Do
you know what I do like though, speaking of an apple crumble on the side, it's like I used to have a apple crumble that also had pineapple and mango in it, and it was actually quite nice. It was actually quite nice. I preferred it without the pineapple, but it was actually quite nice. With the mango, it was actually quite nice.
I like rhubarb crumble. Rhubarb is a great fruit.
Rhubarb is in season right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a fruit? It doesn't have any seeds.
I don't know if it's a fruit. It's rhubarb. That's why my rhubarb sorbet, my rhubarb granita.
Tasted of onions. Yeah. The pink thick stalks are classed as a fruit and actually part of the leafy sorrel, knotweed, and buckwheat gang. What the hell?
Interesting. It's all good. Well, I'm on another post and it says...
Yeah, rhubarb is a vegetable. Well...
It's legally considered a fruit, but it is that makes sense because there are no seeds. It's just legally considered a fruit.
Interesting. My mum used to grow rhubarb because I think it's very easy. It just comes up practically by itself. Wow. Anyway, I like a rhubarb crumble. I do like a mixed... I can have apple with something. Apple with forest fruits. Little seedy forest fruits.
No.
Mango, I've never done. Pineapple?
Yeah.
Pineapple crumble, I've had. I don't know if it was with apple, but I've had that. I enjoy that. Baking with fruit. I love baking with fruit. I think my favourite fruit to bake with that we probably haven't even spoken about is a lemon.
Okay.
Lemon is a fruit. Yeah. I love lemon things. I love lemon. I love citrus.
Yeah, I do.
Lemon and lime.
I used to eat lemons when I was younger.
Really?
For a phase. Yeah.
On the bone?
No. Well, actually, I wasn't eating it. I was sucking on it, basically, just to get
wedged.
Wedged. Yeah. I really enjoyed it. I don't know. There's something about like bitterness and like the tang.
But you don't want a green apple?
No. But I do like a lemon. It's a bit like, chicken and sweet corn sandwich with mayo. But yeah.
My lemon chicken.
Yeah.
Anyway, cucumber.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys know this.
Probably don't.
I love a baby cucumber. That is actual cucumbers I have no problem with, and I do love cucumbers in like a green juice. Harleigh's been juicing up and down, and I love juicing as well. I was speaking about this before. I do like cucumber in that way, but baby cucumbers to eat, I do love.
So on that, then I'm quickly having a Google. Courgette is a fruit.
Okay.
And so is an aubergine.
It's okay with all the little seeds inside.
They're technically fruits. What else you got?
I've got on here that I love a watermelon. I think we spoke in the controversial food opinions, the second one, about our fruit. I like any kind of melon, but I do love a watermelon. I did once upon a time, speaking of like deboned fruit, I did attempt to eat a seedless watermelon, and it was one of the worst things I've ever had. It was just weird. I didn't like it. There was something about it.
But you don't like seeds?
I don't, but I would rather eat the watermelon. And you see, like, you can get a big watermelon where all the seeds are kind of concentrated to the middle and the bottom of the slice, and in the core, and in the core, it doesn't really have too many seeds. So, or in the center, that's how I prefer it. I don't really like. I tried the seedless watermelon thing and it was too strange. I actually saw a seedless mango on the internet the other day, and that was weird to me.
That's a no from me, though.
Didn't like that, but I love watermelon. In the summertime, I can eat watermelon every single day. I would buy whole watermelons, cut them in half, and then I'll just sit down in my living room and scoop out.
It is
a watermelon.
such a good source of hydration.
Mm-hmm.
I think, this might be a conversation for another day, but people think they have to drink water in order to stay hydrated, and you don't.
Even cucumbers.
And tomatoes.
Yeah.
Super, super, super hydrating foods.
Yeah. On that note, actually, if you ever do, for whatever reason, a water fast, that's part of the reason why you have to consume more water than usual, because we consume a lot of our water through our food, and people don't realise how much of
they're losing
water, comes through their food.
Interesting. I do like watermelon. I don't like any other melon.
Right.
And I would say that as much as I like watermelon, I do not like anything that is watermelon flavoured.
It tastes very artificial.
Yes.
Yeah, very artificial.
Like in America and Jamaica, I guess just through my experiences, things are often watermelon flavoured, like sodas and Kool-Aid and sweet, even like actual sweets and chewing gum and all this kind of stuff. And I'm just like, really? Like it tastes more like sour apple to me. But yeah, I'm not a fan of watermelon flavoured things. I know you had another fruit, but just on this train of thought, I know you discussed a banana cake you had recently, which was also flavoured artificially of the fruit. Not a fan of that when it's like banana, or even raspberry essence can taste quite fake sometimes. Lemon essence. To be honest, a lot of the essences, you have to know how to use them and get quite high quality ones. I would rather...
How much to use, because people just OD it. Yeah.
I think if you're going to bake or cook with like an essence, or you don't have the fruit, or you need a concentrate, you're better off going down the dried or preserved route to get a higher concentration of that flavour, blitz it up into something. That's what I used to do with my buttercreams, because you don't want to smush raspberries into the buttercream, make it any looser. Using freeze-dried raspberry powder or crushing up freeze-dried raspberries is so much better than using essence.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Nice tip. Nice to know.
Lemon essence. Not good.
Dead.
Next.
Right. My last fruit that I absolutely love is grapes.
Oh.
Yeah, and we've spoken about grapes a couple of times. I'm a red grape babe.
Black grape babe.
Seedless. I only eat seedless grape. That is one thing that I prefer, seedless. And I know if it's not seedless, if it's seedless, then it's, it's people, it's fake, it's this, it's that. But there's something about seeded grapes, even down to the skin of a seeded grape, that I just don't like.
It's crunchier.
It's weird. Don't like it. So I like a red seedless grape from M&S. The Muscat grapes, those are my favourites.
I like a black grape.
Oh.
Also seedless. I think my favourite, I think I spoke about some branded is better.
Yeah.
I like a supermarket fruit and veg. I'm not fancy about that stuff. Asda do a great black grape.
Really?
Yeah. And I think Asda punnets, I don't think they're necessarily any bigger, but they're actually packed.
Yeah.
They're actually packed.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like one tiny stalk that dropped on the road and they put it into a bag. You know what I mean?
I love how packed they are, and I absolutely love them. I will say one little weird thing about me is if I'm eating a seeded grape, I just eat it.
With the seeds in it?
Yeah, I just crunch through.
That is a nightmare
I just
for
crunch
me.
through the seeds.
Absolutely. I think I tried to be like super healthy, organic, and I was buying like seeded grapes, and the eating
the
experience
stress
for
of
me,
taking out the seed, I just crunch
it's
through.
compromised. I'm basically having to scoop out the seeds and stuff before I can eat it, and it's just too much.
Or I bite it halfway, kind of like flick it out and carry on.
And that's dead to me.
Yeah, which is why I just crunch through.
I just want to.
Yeah, but I just crunch through.
So there's that. That feels like.
The fact that you went like this.
That feels like when I have like tinned sardine with the tiny bones, and it's just horrible. I hate stuff like that.
And there used to be a rumour that my uncle ate too many grapes and he grew grapes under his chin. But I never met that uncle. I think my mum just used to say that to me to stop me doing this stupid stuff.
She made him up. It's like when you're young and you're in school and they're like, if you swallow seeds, a tree's gonna grow in your belly.
Yeah, basically that's what she told me. She told me that my uncle grew grapes under his chin.
Yeah.
I don't think he did. But she'll listen to this episode and then she'll message me and say, yes, he did.
Okay. But I can't have frozen grapes. That's one thing. That's one trend that I couldn't get into.
Can't.
Yeah.
But you know what frozen grapes are really good for? Cooling down your wine.
Okay.
Because it doesn't water down your wine.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Really good. Actually, it's good for cooling down any drink because they don't really release their flavour as they melt.
Oh,
Summer hack. Summer's coming, and all of our delicious fruits will be back in season.
And then we can go and have a lovely glass of Pimm's with all that fresh fruit.
Or sangria.
Yeah, definitely. Can't wait.
You can take me to all those little tapas spots with all the white sangria because I've not been to those.
Okay, cool.
You've been taking other people.
Anyway.
Any other fruit you want to throw out there?
No, I think those are like my top faves. We could probably talk more one day about like tropical fruit that we love or anything that we've had that was different. Specialty fruit. Specialty fruit. Yeah. Love that kind of stuff. But if there's any fruits that you guys love,
yes,
let us know.
Or ways you like to enjoy fruit.
Exactly.
I think we need to have a whole conversation about coconut.
We could do.
Because that didn't come up and that is like in everything I love.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I love coconut.
There's things I love about coconut and there's things I don't love about coconut.
Save it.
Right, okay.
Thank you so much for listening.
Thanks, guys.
I hope you get all the fruit that you deserve and want this week, and I hope it's perfectly ripe, exactly how you like it.
Your
and
5
it's
a day.
not too tart and it's not too soft and it doesn't get smushed in your bag.
Yeah.
Catch you on the next episode.
Bye, guys.
Bye.